Welcome back to my Idol video blog. It's Season 8, Episode 2, and they're in Kansas City, and let's get right to it. We opened up the show with Chelsea Marquardt, and she, seemed really promising at first. Like, she was talking about being in the choir and having such emotion and power behind her voice. Then she came out with Without You. What choir was she in? A choir of goats? I mean, honestly, I was really scared. Okay, then you had Ashley Anderson. She's from Jersey, so you gotta represent. I mean, I was hoping she was good because the talent they showed us from Jersey last episode was questionable. And I was really thankful that she was actually good. She sang Footprints in the Sand by Leona Lewis, which Simon actually co-wrote, so that was a really, really smart choice on her part. And then she kept calling it Footsteps in the Sand, and the judges corrected her at first, and then she corrected herself partway through, which I guess they thought was really cute, but yeah, it was a really wise choice on her part, so go Ashley. Represent Jersey, yeah. You had Casey Carlson, she sang 1,000 Miles, and that's the only note I have about her. So, everyone's like, oh my god, I loved her, she was so good. But honestly, she can't be all that memorable if I don't even have any notes about her. Because I would write down stuff that I remembered. Then you had Brian Hetler. He was the opera guy who thought he was like Josh Groban. He sang Aretha Franklin, Think, which no opera guy should sing. And You Raise Me Up. I was actually talking to this girl that I talked to online, and she was at her friend's house watching the show. And the friend that she was with actually knows this guy and was really embarrassed when she saw him on the screen. But girl, I would not be embarrassed if I was you. He should be the one embarrassed. You aren't him, so you can just pretend you don't know him. He can't pretend he doesn't know himself. Alright, so, and we had this little medley of songs that were rearranged or whatever, because obviously they can make any reference to David Cook in the episode that they possibly can. So you had James Michael Vance singing When You See Nothing at All, Billy Vincent singing Reflection, Chris Jones singing You're Still You, and DeAndre Hopkins singing Amazing Grace. They all pretty much blew it with the songs. They were really bad rearrangements of the songs, so obviously none of them got through. Even though they didn't show us the judges actually saying that, we can very, very safely say they didn't. And you had Vaughn Smith, who, honestly, I think if he toned it down, like, a lot, he could be good. Like, everyone was saying before the audition, like, with spoilers and stuff, how he sounded like a woman. Now, I didn't think he sounded so much like a woman in his audition, but he sounded like a deaf guy because he was screaming to hear himself, probably. Like, no offense to the deaf or anything, obviously, but if he had to sing that loud, does he not hear himself? I mean, really? Okay. I actually just have him in my notes as really frigging loud kid. That's it. Really frigging loud kid. He sang Over the Rainbow, which, thanks to, I'd like to credit Jason because he sang it last year, him being the reason people are singing it this year, or at least the reason guys are singing it, I should say. But, speaking of Jason Castro, next was his brother, Michael. Now, Michael might just be my favorite right now, only because he's Jason's brother. Now, I know that sounds, like, shallow and pathetic and whatever, but nobody else is standing out to me at all. So, if I've got a previous connection to go on, why not just roll with it? I mean, I was obsessed with Jason last year. I actually have a Jason Castro calendar over there behind. It's behind this computer. I'll show you. There it is. Jason. My Jason calendar. Got it at jasoncastromusic.com. Check it out. Shameless plug. But I loved Jason so much, and, so I might just be clinging to his brother right now because of that, but whatever. And, okay, then, when we came back from commercial, we had Vaughn English, who sang this Do You Want a Banana, or whatever, and he did this weird, like, little dance with it and everything, and honestly, I think the banana jokes are getting old. Like, everyone says I should audition for Idol in my banana suit, because I actually have one, and I probably would, but I think the banana jokes are just getting so old. Like, every year I see someone dressed as a banana or singing Peanut Butter Jelly Time or something like that. And honestly, if I went in my banana suit, they'd be like, oh, you're just another banana, whatever. But, okay. Then we had, Matt Brightsky. He was the one that quit music because he became a father. He sang Ain't No Sunshine, and I was laughing because Paula was like, when Simon was talking to Matt about, you know, why he had to stop singing and all that, and he was going, yeah, I get that, yeah, I get that. Paula goes, what are you singing? And he says, Ain't No Sunshine, Bill Withers, and Paula goes, yeah, I get that. I just love when Paula gets back at Simon, because, don't get me wrong, I love Simon, and Paula's kind of delusional, but it's just fun to watch them bicker all the time, so that's always fun. We had Jasmine Joseph. Now, this girl seemed a little off as soon as she walked in. Like, her whole interviewing skill or whatever, if you can even call it skill, because it kind of wasn't any good at all, but she just seemed really creepy and quiet and talking like this, and, yeah. But no, and she sang Over the Rainbow, and then everyone was, like, dead quiet, which was kind of even more creepy, kind of added to the creepy, and then she walked out, which added even more to the creepy, and I just wanted her off my screen. Okay, then you had Jessica Fernie. She sang Crybaby by Janis Joplin. She was good, but I don't remember much about her. Her grandma told national TV about her crazy pills. That's all I really remember. Alright. Then you had the sisters, Asia McClain and India Morrison. They did this cookies rap or something. It was called Cookies, and Kara actually asked them what it had to do with Randy Jackson. What doesn't food have to do with Randy Jackson? Okay, then they split up, and Asia sang Some Kind of Wonderful, India sang Love, which I actually had to Google, because no, I don't know that song. And, okay, I actually thought Asia was a big joke. India was good, but Asia was just a big joke to me. Alright. Then we had Jamar Rogers. He was one of the two best friends with Danny. He sang California Dreamin', which he probably shouldn't have, because I just really didn't like him that much, but first of all, I didn't get the song at all. Weird song choice. It was a little overdone, but whatever. Yeah. Then we had Danny, the best friend of Jamar. He's the one whose wife died. He sang Heard It Through the Grapevine, which I also thought was a really weird choice of song. But it actually took me a while to get used to his tone. Like, I think when I first watched it, I couldn't get past the song, and I was like, what the hell is this? But I actually, I had to rewatch to get a bunch of details, and I actually enjoyed him the second time around, so we'll be looking out for him. Alright, then they had this montage of all the girls doing bad, and then we got to Anoop Desai, who, he sang Thank You, and what the hell is with this song? Everyone's doing it this year, and it's really weird. Then you had a montage of Signed, Sealed, Delivered, which I thought was really weird also, because this one girl totally messed up the lyrics. Like, does she not realize the song is called Signed, Sealed, Delivered? She goes, I think she said Signed, Sealed, The Limit, which, are you not looking at the title of the song, woman? I think it was the creepy girl from before, actually. Yeah. You had Andrew, he was the one with the cheerleaders, which I actually didn't think he was all that bad. I mean, yeah, his song choice was very, season 1, like, karaoke, but he was actually pretty decent, and I think he should try again without the cheerleaders, because it might work in his favor. Then you had Asa, he was the band director, he sang The Way You Make Me Feel, he was good, alright. Michael Nicewinder sang an original song. Never do that, because the judges don't know it, so how can they judge you on it? Dennis Brigham, that guy was just a joke. He doesn't deserve my time. I don't know how he got through. Mia Conley, God's Gonna Get Us for not liking you, really? I haven't been struck down yet, so, and I didn't like you, so I think God's on my side. And then we had Lil Rounds, who, as much as I'm not really into that style, probably saved the night from the past few. And overall in Kansas City, they gave out 27 tickets, which is the exact same amount they gave out in Phoenix, so I don't think it's that good, but we'll see what happens next week.